Your girl, give me a chance to see that you were made for me. I need a miracle, please let me be your girl. One day you'll see it can happen to me. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 VeVe OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So we do have a couple things to go over, and this will be a relatively short stream just because we do have a what do you call it? We have the VeVe drop, we got the Harley Quinn, and Death is without her syringe, which I think honestly makes it a little more awesome with the syringe, but either way, we have it without it, which to me is, I'm still going to get it. I'm going to try to go for it. It is 90 gems. With that being said, we have 400, at this price, or OMI 0.00145, we have about 421 million OMI burn, give or take, but usually on drop days, the initial burn is only, it's most of it, but the rest comes from people that didn't get Death or Harley Quinn, and they just go and they try to buy it in the marketplace, and a lot of OMI gets burned there. So as that happens, that's why I'm thinking $450 million, 450 million OMI burn, which again, it is nice. I like it. Despite there being some buybacks that were initiated by the company, there is more, we just had more of a retrace, that went down. I think after the buybacks actually went down to 0.0011, and then as I was going live, it went up to 0.00145, so it's up like 20% since the other day, which is great. But again, don't expect 20% every single day. It does, stocks and crypto doesn't just go up. There is peaks and valleys. And if you want, like I said, these are two. If you want a full set, go grab Superman, like 150 gems. If you want a full set of these, try to get both of them if you can. If not, no big deal. Try to get one of them and then get the other. You're probably going to pay, I don't know, let's say double. It's 90, so get one, especially if you get a low serial number. But low serial number, if you look at, let's say, the Dragon Girl, like the Tokidoki Dragon Girl, it was, I think, what, 8,000 or no, Superman was 8,888. So what's a low serial number? I would say the top 10% is a low serial number. So out of 8,888, figure 888 would be about, or 880 would be about 10%. So I'd say anything under that would be a low serial number. Excuse me. Now, if you're gonna say, well, what about something like Batgirl that had so many, tens of thousands? Like, okay, well, the same rule still applies under 10%. Again, just for me as a collector, that's what I would like to see. Even like the 50,000 like DeLorean commons that they had. Okay, well, under 5,000 is, again, I would still say low it compared to 49,857. So again, people are asking me what I think the best to collect are as far as collectibles. Anything in season 1, because that's the first, obviously the first drop, and then you have any first appearances. Let's say like Superman, who is in season 2, but it's the first appearance you see of Superman. It looks so cool, it looks so good. And then you have the ideas that, okay, well, sets. Superman, you can get a full set just by getting one. For this set, you can get a full set by getting 2. I like those because they're easier to complete all of the sets. Outside of that, yeah, anything with low serial number, low pop, that's what I would do. That's what I would collect. Outside of that, for Earth 2, we do have a couple of things going on as far as rewards. You can see by the thumbnail, okay, well, in Brazil, or was it India, I forget, Class 1, 750 tiles. When Shane said that he was going to give rewards out to people for their early adopters, I'm pretty sure because early adopters, what did it cost? It cost $7.50 for 750 tiles at first. Again, you could buy them anywhere, and that's something that I thought was good. That's something that I thought was awesome, because you're getting so much land for so cheap. And I knew I was very early, so I bought a lot of 750 tile plots and do it again and again. Excuse me, and again. So I think that by itself is rewarding, but you could have, let's say, a 750 tile plot of Class 2 and it not be as good as a Class 1. And I'm not even talking about just for gameplay, which we already know that you get more tax revenue for Class 1. You should be able to get more resources mined for class one. But I'm talking about actual bonuses. So I think what he means is that regardless of size, you could have a 750 tile plot of class three, or you could have a 250 tile plot for class one. I think class one will always have the advantages as far as getting more gems or essence or that type of deal. And that's why you see the market's already taken place. It's so expensive for class one. Getting class one, you could maybe get, I don't know, 15, maybe 20% off in certain places, but I feel not really. And that's very, very few and far between. A lot of class ones are just okay to the moon. Like they will never take a loss on that because they don't have the prices on it. If you have class one, most likely you're never gonna lose out money anyway, just because if you have that, you most likely bought it when it was like 22 cents and under, or 27 cents and under, whatever it was. And if you have it, and you're not going to sell for that low. But again, even class two tiles, the lowest I've seen is about 34, 35 cents. Most of them 36, 37 cent range. And that's where the market dictates right now. Could that change? Sure, absolutely. It could change either of two ways. It could change if class one is deemed to see as even better than we thought, then you'll never get it at a discount. Or if it's worse as we thought, like, oh, okay, well, it's really not that special, then you might see class ones go for, 30, 40 cents. Yeah, so something a little bit more expensive, or cheaper, I should say. I'm sorry. Oliver Jones Music saying, "Let's go, Randy!" And anyone who has not heard of Oliver Jones Music, first off, where you been? Where have you been? And second off, he just posted a banger the other day. Go to Guidebook Gaming YouTube channel, and their last video was just Oliver Jones Music and just having a pretty good time over there with his new song. It's all about buying tiles. And again, I think I mentioned this last night, but similar to the way that what was it, Wizards of the Coast, or I think it was 4Kids Animation, had said like, hey, we need a rock group to like really get into the Pokemon like theme song, get kids to catch them all, get kids to collect them all. So they made the rock song, gotta catch them all. If I were Earth 2, I would have actually hired Oliver Jones Music or someone along those lines to say like, hey, make something similar to Pokemon. And what was it? Just buying more tiles. That was the whole thing. It was really catchy. It was really good. Go listen. Tiago says, hey, Randy. Oh, what's up, Tiago? Howdy, howdy, howdy. No Matter Guitar says, use Clockgate to prevent death, to preview death. Got a cool tattoo on her eye. And yeah, she was holding something. Oh, did they actually add in the syringe? I didn't think they would do that. But a tattoo on her eye is pretty hardcore. The only one I'm thinking of when I think something on the eye, I think of Fire Emblem and Lucina, that having that royal crest that they get on the eye. I think anything on the eye would hurt. I don't like when I had my no guitar. You weren't here for it, but I had this really weird eye infections. I had to wear like an eye patch, and I put like eye drops in. I was straight up not having a good time, man. Like it was not good. I did not like that at all. But the ideas of using Clockgate, and what he means by that is, for those of you that don't know, is if you take, I don't know if it just works on iPhone or if it works on one of the two or both, but if you take your internal clock for your phone, excuse me, and you put it a day ahead so that you put it that it's Friday, the VeVe app will think that, oh, okay, it's time to sell, it's time to do whatever. I guess you could do it just to preview, but you could also do it like a couple of minutes before the drop. The drop is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and if you do it beforehand, like at 10:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you put it ahead like a day, you can actually buy it quicker. That's something that won't be around forever. That'll probably only be around for the next few weeks. I'm surprised it's been around this long. But you can go, and it not guarantees you. Everyone that's done it, pretty much, it works for them, and you can get it a lot easier. Also, outside of that, there is something known as, I don't even know the term to call it yet, but after, let's say it says sold out, where it says buy now, and then it'll say sold out, you go back, you hit that top left button on the left, you go back, and then you click right back into it. You do that like 50 times, and over the course of a minute, people that have gotten reservations but then accidentally like canceled or they just couldn't pay, it becomes available again. So you go right back, and then when you see that, now it's like a frame. Like you have to be so precise. You have to get in there in the exact time it says buy now, and you have to click buy now as fast as you can. I've seen it where, like, multiple times where I go back, oh, buy now, click, and then just, nope, you missed it. But that is something that you can do. Some people have gotten a lot of, had success with that, but I think people are getting a little wise to that now. Everybody's doing it, so there's just a lot more competition. You have to have that perfect, really fast reflex, like buy now, but then also just to have that frame perfect, touch, and it's very hard. Again, I've seen it multiple times where it was sold out. I was like, oh, it's buy now, and then I go to click, and I was like, oh, I couldn't do it anymore. Hey, Potter33, what's going on? How's it going? I dig the PlayStation thing. I don't know, picture. I had my landlord's kid and her kid. They had to get stuff, like, I guess in my boiler room they had stuff stored, and like, oh my god, I love your tattoos. Like, oh, thanks. So she was a big nerd, and I have my Bowser jacket on over there, and she's like, oh my god, this is great. I love Dashy. I love the Lucius Malfoy's cane wand as well. All right, you can see that also. That's gonna stay right there, pointing at me. Outside of that, there has not been too many updates. I guess the price prediction, it's at 0.0015 as of the making of this live stream, but you have a what do you call it? I think it could go lower if there is no what do you call it? If there's no exchanges that we get on, because we were supposed to get on an exchange in May and definitely in June, but because Ethereum 2.0, that's already been delayed so many times, they're really not going on other exchanges until they go on Ethereum 2.0. And although in the live stream yesterday, in the Ask Me Anything on the Discord, they basically said, like, yeah, once we actually switch on over and we figure out exactly how many coins we'll need, because they do want to attach this to a game, they do want to attach OMI to a VeVeverse, and they said that once we figure out about how many we'll need, then they're open to more, like, massive burn events, 2 and 4x daily burn events, and just leaving a whole bunch on the table. So pretty much what they said was, like, fill your bags, and then they said not financial advice, but I know what they were saying. So after the drop today, I'm going to go and probably put in another couple $100, get another couple 100,000 OMI coins, and I will do that because I have zero self-control, and I'll keep doing that. Potter3C says, I'm a huge PlayStation fan. You can bet if they release PS logo on VeVe, I'm gonna buy it. That's the thing that I'm like waiting for, and I feel like it's really undervalued. Characters are great, and cars are great, things, but I think logos, like, again, if Pokemon had a thing where, yeah, you have your other collectibles of, like, the starters and Pikachu and whatever, but if you also had collectibles of the Pokeball, Great Ball, Master Ball, Ultra Ball, just in the first generation, not including when they add like 12 more of them in the second generation, but then the badges as well, like Volcano badge from Blaine's gym. I would love that. Earth badge from Giovanni's gym. Giovanni's is hardcore, badass mother flapper. That's what he is right there. I would collect all of those things. I would actually enjoy those more than the actual Pokemon NFTs, because there's only so few times you can get those badges. Whereas, you can get all those Pokemon in many of the games. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I mean, like I said, Ninja Turtles. You can have Ninja Turtles on there, but if you have the actual weapons that you could buy, those are pretty awesome too. Or again, Transformers. If you can get the Transformers logo and the Decepticon logo, imagine putting like a Decepticon logo on like the Joker or on like Superman or Bat, like that. That type of stuff would be so cool. Or put the Decepticon logo on like the DeLorean. That would be awesome. That would be pretty legit. Or again, you could put the Transformers logo on the DeLorean as well, or both of them. That would be so cool. I would love it if they had that crossover. Or the Jeep from Jurassic Park, because they have Jurassic Park and they have Transformers. They have Shrek and My Little Pony. Hello Kitty. That'd be awesome. Having Hello Kitty have a Decepticon sticker on it. That'd be hardcore. Jake the Mix says, we've been saying 6 weeks for Phase 2, Earth 2, like months. What's your take, Randy? Well, they have said, or at least Shane said, that they're still pushing for June, because originally they said the first half of 2021 that they'll have it. But again, it was supposed to happen months ago, but because of the Essence overhaul, they had an opportunity to get things on the blockchain and have Essence attached. but it's delayed for a very good reason. So I'm fine with it. But they said if they don't get it by June, it'll definitely come out in July. So we have about 5.5 weeks left, and then phase two. So again, I'm a very, very patient person. Anyone that's been in the military is just like, okay, well, hurry up and wait. Yeah, you hurry up and then you wait for hours and whatever. That's literally key of what military does to you. It makes you the most patient person because you've dealt with so much BS before, and that's what you do. Gain in Zane says, "Hi Randy, hope everything is good. How many OMI coins you got now?" I just have I have 12 million, like 12 million, not even 12.1 million. It's just 12 million. But I will get more today. I don't know how much more yet. If I'm gonna do 250 and just get like another 100-something thousand, or if I'm gonna do like $500 and get like 300-something thousand. I don't know yet. But I hope it goes lower. Again, if they go on and they say like, hey, for OMI, we're doing these things are going to be delayed, then the price could go lower. But again, San Diego Comic-Con is going to be huge. Even if they don't get on any new exchanges, the people by that point will be like, oh, okay, this is what. Now, a lot of that will be good, mostly just for the actual app, the collectibles. Even if they don't announce anything, just having that there is going to be so huge. Thank you guys for 10 likes. That means the world to me. I actually I was hoping that they wouldn't do that right now because it'd still be cool. They're already selling out everything that they make, so there's really no point in going and trying to get like tens of millions of people to get on the app just because again they sell out of everything already, and they're years and miles ahead of anyone else. Watch the video I made yesterday, not even the live stream, just the video I made yesterday, like OMI Ride. I don't even know what it was. I don't even know what it was called. I might do more videos today. I might not. I just completely beat it with like 6 videos yesterday. It was really hardcore. Yeah. So if it goes lower, great. I hope when I sell this Trophy Kangaskhan card and I put in like 100 grand at 0.0015, I hope it would go to 0.00075 to get cut in half. 3 zeros. Why? Because this way I can sell more cards and then buy it at that price. Because we all know where it's going to go eventually, but it's just right now and a lot of people saying, well, it's the last 3 months has really just gone nothing but go down. Yeah, but so is Bitcoin. So is like the biggest cryptocurrency in the world. So is many other altcoins. Again, even if you look at Tesla for like 6 years, from like 2013 to 2018, well, what do you have? You have a stock that started here, did all of this, and then landed here before the 2019 rise. And again, that's 6 years of the company growing, 6 years of the company coming out with more models, going through production hell and all this, and the price stayed the same. Not that I think OMI will stay down here for 6 years, but if you bought during that 6 years and you didn't listen to the FUD, you didn't listen to anybody else going and saying, oh, actually, Tesla's really bad because competition is coming. The same way I see that with doubters of VeVe saying competition is coming. Okay, I saw the competition. I saw the live stream happen a few months ago where VeVe's all like, they put out slideshows. All right, there's NFL, there's people, there's more. They didn't actually officially announce Marvel. They still haven't officially announced Marvel, but they have put Captain America with his shield in one of the live streams. But this one they had put, all of the Justice League, NFL Players Association, Hello Kitty, all of these different things, and then every single other of their competition just said, yeah, well, we plan to get some licenses and we plan to have an app. They didn't have anything. They didn't have doo-doo. The other competition could not shine VeVe's shoes. VeVe is years, miles ahead, and they are sprinting forward, barely using anything. I don't think they've actually used any of their advertising budget. I have not seen them go, I have not seen any VeVe ads. Earth 2, yeah, they used maybe like 2% of their advertising budget, because I see ads on Facebook and Instagram, but I have not seen VeVe ads. The only one thing was that Google AdWords, which I think Google just actually put out because Google has a vested interest in it. Google and Apple both have a vested interest in getting people to download the app. Why? Because for every dollar that's put in there, they get 30% of it. Depending on what phone carrier you have. If you have an Android, obviously Google's going to get that. Apple's not going to get it if you have an Android. But that also makes it so that Apple and Google don't encroach on their space. So yeah, I see a lot of parallels between Tesla and VeVe, and I think VeVe, like I even, yeah, that was it. I think VeVe has like won the decade. It was the Death who looks like Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil. She's so hot. Yeah, I just look at that video and it shows me why I'm so bullish. Like why I put in $30,000 already to the OMI coin, why I'm collecting collectibles on top of that, and why I plan to put in another 100,000, just because of those reasons. Gain and Zane says, not bad. I only got 300,000, but holding with my life. Yeah. What is your price prediction within 1 to 2 years? I would say, and people will call me crazy, but I would say 8 cents by the end of this year is my base case. And then my bear case is like 3 to 5 cents, and then my bull case it'd be like like 10 to 12 cents, around there. Just because again, when you have mass adoption in this type of thing, I think it'll create a squeeze where a bunch of us that are hodling, like, okay, the people that have bought down here and bought 0.005, if it goes to a penny, is everyone going to automatically cash out? Some people will. Some people say, like, this is too volatile for me, I'm getting out while I can. But those of us that are really deep into this and know exactly what the company will be in the future, and has that delayed gratification, like, remember that children's study where, like, hey, they tell a kid, I'm going to put an Oreo in front of you, and if you eat it, you eat it, but if you wait 15 minutes, you get 2 Oreos. Well, what does the kid do? Smarter, more intelligent people will wait the 15 minutes because they get 2 Oreos. And the kids that just can't have delayed gratification. Now, me when I was a kid, I would totally just eat that 1 Oreo. I was like, nope, can't do it. You gotta eat it now. I think that's partly just because I come from Peru, a third world country, you're supposed to eat anything in front of you. But I guarantee you a bunch of us that again, have really gone into the app, or have seen mine or Dan Lee's videos or Taps Trades videos, know where this is going. And it's like, and know that you'd be doing your future self a disservice by going and selling at this point. Like, I don't know why people are selling like Earth 2 tiles right now also. Because like you're at a low point, you're in a buyer's market. Why would you sell in a buyer's market? The only reason I'm doing that with Pokemon right now is because the gains I would get in Pokemon are, which again could 2 or 3, maybe even 5x or 10x over the next decade by 2030. OMI is going to do that this year. Bitcoin, well, maybe not 10x this year, but they'll do that in the next few years, and Earth 2 as well. So I would never sell here, honestly. Even if I am able to get my 40 million OMI that I want, and I can go and say, all right, well, I have 40 million, then at 10 cents, I might sell 1 million of those. So I have 39 million left. Just get 100 grand, put that into other things. But I would never sell my whole stake. Even at $1, I wouldn't. At $1, I still plan to have maybe about 30 million left, or maybe like 34, 35 million. Because I do want, when I think this can go to $3 by the end of the decade, 2030. So again, going farther than that, I would say if you have 34 million OMI, when this is $3, you're 100 millionaire. 100 millionaire. So again, that's a decade away. But the next 2 years, I think if this reaches 8 cents by this year, then it would be 16 cents by the end of next year. So the end of 2022, that's what it would be about. So I don't know exactly where it's going to go, because we do have mass adoption. Everyone that's going to hodl, they're not going to sell, so it'll create a squeeze, and the price could just skyrocket. Hodl Yoda says, hi, 12 million, you a big whale. I have people on here, JP, Investor Ali, Alex, people that have either 50, there are people that have over 100 million that I know, like, personally, and that is big whale. That is big whale time. That is big brain time, and they bought at 0.0035. And are they freaking out right now? No, they're not. They would have freaked out if they, even if they bought, like, again, that Andre Jick, I think he bought at like almost a penny, spent $150,000, and he had like 16 million OMI, and now it's down here. I'm pretty sure he's dollar cost averaging, but he's not one to. Is not one to freak out, because again, any investor that's been here for a long time, and has been in crypto a long time, they know that, okay, you can get punched in the face. You could buy up here, it can go down here, but eventually it's going to go up here. And again, not every crypto is like that. Things that are attached to good products, that type of deal. Mario Winkler says, hey Randy, hope all is good. I wanted to ask if I could tell you on Discord about my project, as it really is something different from all other projects. My project's goal is to be with my price tanking, one a little pump. Oh, I'm sorry. My project's goal is to be with my community, part of that people that want to help and make change in Rwanda. I myself will go now to Rwanda, Muzanzi, on September 7th through 9th, in September for 7 to 9 months. Yeah, I don't know what my Discord is, but if you're in the, it's Randy Chavez, and it's got like 4 numbers. I don't use it that much, but if somebody else down here has it and you want to get it from, yeah, by all means. Yeah, let me know if I like the project. If I think it's got good legs, I'll see what I can do. Harold Yoda says price tanking, one little pump. I'm glad the price is tanking. One little pump again. I think San Diego Comic-Con, and then also when they go over to Immutable X and the Ethereum blockchain, that's when you're going to see that those two big catalysts are ones where you're going to see some pumps. Again, once they get over to Immutable X and the Ethereum blockchain, it's game over. It is game heckin' over for a lot. So I'm trying to, again, San Diego Comic Con's next month. It's very soon. So I'm trying to get as much as I can before then. And who knows if they even have again, and that's just if they go on the Ethereum blockchain. Other exchanges, another thing. When they get some more exchanges like that are similar to Bit4x or Gate.io, it'll be whatever. But when they get other exchanges, let's say like a Kraken or a Binance at some point, which I don't even think will be this year, probably be next year. But then, yeah, so much money goes into there. This will have its day. Jay Popping says million OMI per 1,000 pounds. So 1,000 pounds gets you a million OMI. That's like becoming a millionaire for $1,000. Yeah, pretty much. And again, this will get to $1 eventually. You know, I reckoned originally by 2026. I don't know when now. I have to wait in order to do like a price update for Comic-Con announcement, for the exchanges coming, like mass adoption. Like I'm gonna have to change it multiple times. Even Taps Trades have changed it a couple times as well. But the last time he changed it, it was like a couple weeks ago. So it's been a while. So he might have to update it again. Yeah, it is madness, but it is madness in the best way. Jay Poggin says, at Hodl Yoda, the price will pump when OMI becomes mainstream. When you see VeVe everywhere, like the popularity of Pokemon Go, or better yet, Instagram, as Pokemon Go was kind of a fad. I still know people that play Pokemon. I actually played Pokemon Go when I went to visit my friend Joe like 2 months ago. A lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. I still love. I was so pissed when Pokemon Go came out because I wasn't even in the country. It wasn't in Kuwait. I just had to see on YouTube and like Snapchat all these people having so much fun catching Charizard, going on the beach, and I was like, that must have been so fucking cool. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but I was and I get it. You know, like, you sign up, serve your country, okay, do what you got to do. Man's got to do what man's got to do, but that hurt. Like, that physically hurt watching. And by the time I got back, it was like, you know, some people were still playing, but it wasn't the same. Like, it wasn't the same. And man, if there's any moment in time that I could go back to that wouldn't affect history at all, it would be to go and say like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go here, just transport myself over here for a couple days, for a week. When Pokemon Go comes out, oh my god, that would have been so exciting. It would have been so fun. I can't wait. I mean, not that I can't wait. I'm still salty about that. That's when the price will pump. Says Jay Popping. Says by that point TikTok investors will have jumped in on it. Yeah, that's true. I can't. I'm surprised. I don't think this has gone viral on TikTok yet. But there's so many cool things that you can make. So much art that you can make. And again, if you put the floorboards as that last Givenchy drop, make that painting, the one with all the crazy psychedelic colors, as the floor, and bro, you would wanna trip in there. It looks really cool. So right now we are building the foundation for that to happen years from now. Yeah, agreed. You have they want to go wide, they want to go deep before they get a bunch of people on board. They also want to make sure. Bless me. Oh god, that was intense. That was insane. So it is time for my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. All right. So I did kind of boy. meets girl. You were my dream, my world, but I was blind. You cheated on me from behind, so on my... Sorry, I'm just in a Cascada mood today. I don't know why. Yoda says, Jay, when you can stream? All years from now. Well, yeah, and that's why I like the fact that VeVe, I hope they don't have a big advertising budget. In fact, I almost hope that they almost don't advertise. Maybe they pay an influencer to go and maybe they pay an influencer to go make a video, but they've been doing pretty great so far with having us advertise for them. Tesla, they don't advertise, and they've put zero money into advertising, and they make buku dollars. They're the most valuable car company in the world. They're not really a car company, more of a software company, but yeah, that's something that I'm 100% excited for. Is for them to, when other big people start advertising again. For other, I don't see this type of video. I don't see this type of things for other poop coins, because it's not a poop coin. Like, I don't see it for Shiba coin or Elon Doge or whatever. Why this has legs is because you have people like me, retired at 30. You have Dan Lee, who has a very good job. He's also a military veteran, and there's people that have good common sense. You have Taps Trades, which does this for a living. Even BitBoy had done it before. Crypto R Us has mentioned it in live streams before. So you have people that are very reputable in the community. So like, yeah, that's probably a good thing. And again, me literally risking retirement on it, putting over. I've only put 30 grand in right now, but we'll eventually put in over another 100 grand into it. Yeah, I'm very, very bullish. No Matter Guitar says, you're crazy, Randy. 0.0015 tips this year, but the low could be below what it's ever seen. No Matter Guitar's cashing out at a penny, which again, if you buy at 0.0015, let's say you put 10 grand into there, and it 6x's, and then okay, well now I have 60 grand, go into a penny. Yeah, or I think at that point that would be only about 0.009, so 9/10 of a penny. But if you 7x, that's 1 penny, 0.05. So yeah, let's say 7x. $70,000. That's okay if you 7x your money inside of 5 months, 6 months. That's great. No one's gonna be mad at you for taking a profit. I never went broke by taking a profit, but also because, but again, I think you're doing yourself a disservice, because this, I think it's the 10 pennies. I think this goes to $1 in the future. So I mean, you're limiting yourself. I think if you want to take your initial investment off the table and take a little bit of profit, sure. But for me, I know, this being said, I do have a problem with selling. I just, even with Pokemon cards, which I'm selling now, with Tesla, which I don't sell. Probably the best thing would be to sell Tesla. Boom, 100 grand right there. But I don't want. I don't want to pay a lot of taxes on that. No Guitar says, wait to get back in and get back in. I mean, it's like, again, some people get lucky. They can sell up here and then it dips. Oh, buy back in back there. You can't do that consistently. Nobody can. The market, cryptocurrencies, they do what they want. Logic, no reasoning, whatever, it just happens. But for what do you call it? For that to say, oh, okay. I see. Mario gets messaging me about the Rwanda project. But for people to say, no, I know I can do that. Nobody can do that consistently. It's impossible to do that consistently. But if you can do it, once or twice, and you can set yourself up really, really well. Sell at a penny, and then let's say it goes back down to a half a penny. Boom, you got your original investment back for half the price, or you get double your investment back. Yeah, some people that can do that is pretty bananas. Jay Poppy says 5 to 10 years. Look at how long Facebook took. Well, Facebook also didn't go public for a long time. Facebook was just available to college kids for a while. So Facebook going into this, how much time do I have left for the drop? All right, I got a few minutes. Facebook going into this, they're trying to get into the virtual reality game. They have their Diem coin, but as far as comparing VeVe to Facebook, it's almost unfair. Just because VeVe's in a very disruptive space. Social media wasn't that disruptive. Zuckerberg is a beast, and he came on and made it better, made literally the best. He bought Instagram, he bought WhatsApp. He is a beast. He is a king. But it wasn't disruptive. You had Buddy Train, you had MySpace, you had all these different things. But before Facebook, did he come in and make it his own? Yeah, absolutely. But these NFTs are some that haven't really been around before, and especially like a social media space like I think you have with VeVe, in conjunction with them potentially being a bank as well. Same thing with Earth 2. Earth 2 has that as well, and both of these are so disruptive. That's why I'm in. That's why I'm all in on these. Or Instagram, yeah. I mean, you're going to be alive. Yeah, hopefully we're all alive. Holios is 8 cents by the end of the year. I love you to death, but I don't believe it. I mean, you don't have to believe it. I just, again, I'll do another actual price change when when other things come out. But yeah, I still think we're in a crypto summer. I still think we're in a bull cycle. I don't think we're in the bear market yet. And again, once you have that Bitcoin ETF approved in October, because I think it's going to get approved, then what do you have? Well, you have Bitcoin shooting to the moon, all the altcoins rising with it. Yeah, I think mass adoption for this and just riding the wave of Bitcoin is going to be very, very huge. All right, Mario Winkler, glad I'm in the server. Nova Guitar says, I want to follow you on VeVe, but what is following someone even mean? I don't know. I think it just means you can see what type of collectibles they have and what sets they have. I don't think it really means anything right now. Nova Guitar says, why is everyone like follow for follow for follow? I don't know. People are weird. Maybe they feel better about themselves. And, oh, I got a lot of followers. It hits that center in the brain that says like, oh, I'm doing good. Powder33 says, I'm sorry you couldn't experience Pokemon Go when it launched. It was a truly magical time seeing everyone out there playing it. Oh, it sounded so great. Gain and Zane says, thank you so much for answering and taking your time for our questions. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. North American Hemp, what's going on? Says, morning, happy day. Oh, the Charizard on the beach made me laugh. I missed Pokemon Go also. You know my feels. You feel me. Jay Popping says, at No Matter What Guitar, VeVe will be a social media site eventually, more like a hybrid between NFT marketplace, social media, and worlds to be specific. People making content with their NFTs. People are already making content with their NFTs, and it is pretty legit so far. No Guitar says, you could have just quit the military. I would have done not for Pokemon Go. So you can't, my knee, you can't really quit. I mean, you can get kicked, you can smoke weed and get kicked out, but like, who wants to do that? I could, and honestly, when I got back, I was about to go on I was trying to go on another deployment because my friend Wolfgang, like, she would deploy, I would deploy, she'd deploy. I was like, I can't freaking see my best friend. So go to my commander, like, sorry, let me go. I'm already packed. I already got this thing. I'm clearly jacked AF. Let me go. Let me go and be with her. He's like, but after a deployment, you're supposed to have 2 weeks R&R. He's like, listen, I love the enthusiasm. I want more people like you, but you just had a deployment, and you wouldn't be able to get your 2 weeks R&R. You'd have to go to this one class. It takes a week. It's called SEER training, which I wound up doing stuff like that anyway. But and he's like, you're not going to get enough rest. Like, I don't care. I just want to see my best friend. And he says, okay, well, listen. And then he tried to pretty much get, I said, like, listen, I'll extend, because I was about to get out a few months later. He's like, I can't do that because your contract's up. I was like, I will extend a year, which you can do. And he says, well, I can't do that, but what I can do for you is I can, if you sign up for another 4 years, I'll sign a waiver that says you can go. I was like, get the fudge out of here. I'm not doing another 4 years. Heck, all that noise. I love VeVe, man. I love it too. Says, I believe in you. E2 Mastermind, what's going on, E2 Mastermind? It's been a while. How you doing? Jay Poppin, what's going on? North American Hemp says, Tesla is a kind of a lifestyle brand too. They have it going on. Yeah, Tesla's great. I love Tesla. I have 180 shares in Tesla. They're not for sale. I'm not selling. I think Tesla can also 10x by the end of the decade as well. I mean, that puts them at a $6 trillion company, and they will be the most valuable company in the world at one point. Just because and I have a bet with Nomad with Guitar, and anything can happen in the near future. And the bet is he believes it's going to be $450 by the end of the year. I think it'll be minimum $451 by the end of the year. So if it's $450.99, I have to give Nomad Guitar $100. I guess PayPal or Cash App, whatever. But if it's $451, then he super chats me $100. So that'd be great. Oh, E2 Mastermind, you're buying your first Tesla this year? No way. What are you getting? Model 3, Model S, Model Y? You getting the plaid Model S? I'm getting a Cybertruck next year. No Guitar says, "Oh, I'll get back in after a penny." Ski daddy, ski. Vittorino Pascal says, "Time for the drop." Is it almost time? It is about that time. So I gotta go, gentlemen. But do you receive it today? Because we never like to close our live stream without giving you the opportunity to make Dashi the Lord of your life. Friends, will you pray with me? We say, Lord Dashi, I repent of my sins. I ask you to come into my heart, and I make you my Lord and Savior. Friends, if you pray that simple prayer, we believe you got born again. Get in a good Dashi-based church. Make Dashi first place. Dashi will take you places that you never even dreamed of. And Dashi, that is how Dashi is going to become a religion. Thanks for the stream. Hail Dashi. Bye, Randy. Goodbye, Lord. Oh, bye, Alan Thompson. Goodbye, Dashi. Dashi is spelled with a Y. It is with a Y. I don't know why. Sometimes the captions say it spelled with an I, but it is with a Y. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.